I have compiled for you 5 different ways to modify pull-ups if you can't do standard and traditional pull-ups for any reason. The reason I can't do them is twofold. One, my upper body strength is not significant, and two, my history of lower back injuries makes certain types of movement pretty uncomfortable for me. But pull-ups are good for me, and so I want to do some form of them. So I've made these 5 different kinds of modifications to pull-ups so that I can do them, derive the benefit of the pull-up without hurting myself or feeling like an utter failure. 3 things to note. I don't wait to be in my workout clothes to get in physical activity throughout the day. If I'm moving from room to room or if I'm stepping outside for something, I'll just try to work in physical activity where I can. And sometimes I'm doing it in workout clothes and sometimes I'm doing it in street clothes, and either way is comfortable for me. So give yourself the freedom and flexibility to just work in physical activity whenever it works for you. You can use specialized equipment or find ways to modify things around your house so that you can do different exercises. I happen to have a pull-up bar in my door frame. I bought it for maybe 20 or 25 bucks on Amazon a few years ago. It works great, but one of these modifications you'll see doesn't require a pull-up bar, it just requires a tree outside. I think many of us know that these kinds of modifications can help us, and it's common sense that modifying exercises so that you can do them comfortably and without harming yourself is a good thing. But sometimes I think we just need permission because we don't see a lot of people around us doing it this way. So give yourself permission to modify your exercises. Don't worry what other people at the gym or outside your house in your neighborhood might be thinking. It's okay to modify exercises so that they work for you. Now let's get to it. Okay, check this out. This is a lot of fun. I'm gonna use the tree in my front yard to help me modify a pull-up. In this case, I'm able to climb a little bit up into the tree and use my feet to take some of my body weight off of my arms and my back as I do the pull-up. You can find a way to modify this to accommodate whatever trees or outside play equipment you might have to work for you. For this next modification, I've pulled out a part from this set of exercise bands that I ordered online a couple years ago. It came with different bands and different attachments. And for this exercise, I've looped one of the exercise bands around the pull-up bar, and I'm using what's actually a hand attachment, but I'm actually gonna use this for my feet. So I'm gonna somewhat awkwardly put my foot in this strap, and this gives me just enough help to allow me to do pull-ups with a full range of motion. This is not easy for me, but it's doable. You can use any grip, but for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to use a palm facing in grip. On this particular bar, I could also use a palm facing forward grip, or I could use what I call a chin-up grip, which is my palms both facing backward. But for demonstration purposes, my palms are facing in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the full flexed position. And then the thrust of the exercise for me here is to slowly lower myself down. And if I can do that over a 4 or 5 count, that's ideal for me. In a good night, I could go 10 sets, 6 to 7 reps in a good night, meaning I would do a total of 60 or 70 of these. I would definitely feel it the next day. If you only want to try it once, do it. If you love it, do it more. If you don't ever do it again. In this modification, I'm going to hang. I'm in a dead hang, but I'm not going to do the full pull-up. I'm doing the first motion in the pull-up, just engaging my lats and trying to get my shoulders up as high as I can without having to go into the full pull-up. And if I can hold this up, maybe for a 3 count, 2, 3, and down, and up, 2, 3, and down. I do several repetitions of that. I'm getting a good work in my lats without having to try to do the entire pull-up. So in this final modification, I'm gonna do a standard pull-up or chin-up, and instead of trying to, as I was doing earlier, make the thrust of the exercise on my way down, I'm going to make the thrust of the exercise my way up, but I'm gonna use my legs to help get me up there because I'm not strong enough to pull myself up from a dead hang. So it's very simple. So you can see, even though I'm jumping, it's quite strenuous for me. It's a good workout. The more I jump, the more I'm aiding myself. The less I jump, the harder it is on all those muscles that I'm working through the pull-up. I hope these modified exercises work for you. Please let me know what you would like to see more of and what works for you and what's not working for you. And we'll see if we can do some more videos to meet your needs as time goes on. Have a great day.